Tired of unpredictable utility bills? Well, what if I told you there's a literal secret to financial stability sitting right there in Virginia's budget billing plans? Welcome to This Explainer, where we're going to break down exactly how you can take back control of your monthly cash flow. If you've ever felt the stress of seasonal billing spikes, you are absolutely in the right place.
Because honestly, we've all been there. You run your air conditioning through a sweltering August, or maybe you crank up the heat during a freezing January, and bam, when that utility envelope finally arrives, it's a massive shock to your budget. It's incredibly frustrating, right? Your income stays the same, but your bills are just swinging wildly from month to month. So today, we're diving into the ultimate solution offered across the Commonwealth of Virginia, budget billing plans. Here's our step-by-step guidebook for today. We'll start with a solution to unpredictable bills, then compare fixed versus rolling plans. After that, we'll go over checking your eligibility, how you can apply today, managing that all-important settle-up month, and wrap it all up with some pro tips and a quick disclaimer.
All right, part one, unpredictable bills and the solution.
Just to put this into perspective, let's look at some real data from Northern Virginia Electric Cooperative, or NOVEC. Imagine getting hit with an actual billed amount of over $528 in January. I mean, that is a total budget buster. But by utilizing a budget billing program, that exact same month's payment is smoothed out to a highly manageable $187. It literally takes the peaks and valleys right out of your expenses.
So structurally, what exactly is this magic tool? A budget billing plan is essentially a financial cash flow management strategy. Major utility providers in Virginia calculate your anticipated yearly utility costs, and then they spread them into 12 equal or at least slightly levelized monthly installments. It mathematically eliminates the financial volatility of peak summer cooling and winter heating demands. It gives you the one thing we all want: predictability. Moving right along to part two, fixed versus rolling plans. Now, you should know there's a core mechanical difference in how these are set up. First, we have the fixed budget plan, which is offered by companies like Columbia Gas and Virginia Natural Gas. With this one, your payment is locked in at a static rate for 11 months. They usually review it mid-year, and then in the 12th month, there's a mandatory settle-up where you pay any difference between what you paid and what you actually used. On the flip side, we have the rolling average plan, utilized by Appalachian Power's AMP program and Novec. Instead of staying totally flat, your payment varies slightly every month based on a rolling average of your history. The beauty of this is that it completely eliminates that large 12-month settle-up. So, which plan actually fits your household? Well, the research provides some really clear strategic recommendations here. If you're on a strict fixed income like Social Security or a pension, you are definitely best suited for rolling average plans. Because the payment recalculates just a little bit each month, you avoid a massive year-end shock that could entirely derail a tight budget. Conversely, if your income fluctuates and you can handle minor seasonal variances but just want to avoid the massive spikes, fixed budget plans work perfectly. Just make sure you actively track your deferred balance. Let's jump into part three, checking your eligibility. Across major providers like Dominion Energy, Washington Gas, and even municipal systems like the City of Salem, there are a few universal criteria you've got to meet. First up, you almost always need 12 months of billing history at your current address so they can actually calculate your average usage accurately. Second, your account must be in good standing. Third, 0 past due balances. And finally, you cannot currently be enrolled in an active installment payment arrangement.
But wait, what happens if you do have a past due balance right now? Are you permanently locked out? Absolutely not, but utilities do require you to address it first. For example, with Virginia Natural Gas, if you're in arrears, you must either pay the outstanding balance in full or establish what's called a deferred payment arrangement. Once you've cleared that past due amount or successfully set up that arrangement, boom, you become eligible to enroll in the budget plan.
Part 4. How to actually apply today.
Virginia's utilities have made the application process super accessible, offering 3 primary pathways. Step 1 is simply using the digital web portal. Whether it's Dominion Energy or Virginia American Water's My Water portal, you just log in, navigate to your billing options, and hit Enroll. Step 2 is the mobile app. Lots of providers now offer apps where you can use biometric logins, like facial recognition, to access your account and select budget billing with literally one tap. And step 3, if you prefer a human touch, is the customer care phone line. You can call your utility directly, like Washington Gas's automated system or live agents, to get step-by-step assistance setting it up.
Okay, part 5, managing the infamous settle-up month.
So how does the math actually work out on your monthly statement? Think about it this way. Throughout the year, you are paying that moderate, steady budget amount. However, during extreme weather, your actual charges might skyrocket. The gap between your steady payment and your actual usage is called your budget accumulator balance, or deferred balance. If your actual charges consistently outpace your budget payments month after month, this accumulator balance grows, and in the 12th month, that difference finally becomes due. To understand just how serious this can be, listen to this testimony submitted to the state by Hallie Long, a regulatory consultant for Appalachian Power. She notes that high year-end balances can create financial shock to customers, resulting in late payments or disconnections. This is exactly why Appalachian Power actually proposed ending their fixed budget plan in favor of the rolling average plan. That settle-up month can be really dangerous if you aren't paying close attention.
And here's an evergreen factor that influences that settle-up that a lot of people miss: rate cases. You see, Virginia utilities are regulated by the State Corporation Commission. When a utility, like Virginia American Water, gets an approved interim or final rate increase, the cost of your actual usage inflates immediately, but your fixed budget payment might not catch up right away. If your payment isn't adjusted mid-cycle to account for that rate hike, your deferred balance expands rapidly, leading to a surprisingly large bill in month 12.
Finally, Part 6. Pro tips and a quick disclaimer. Here is your checklist for success. First, actively track your deferred balance on every single monthly statement. Honestly, do not ignore the actual usage numbers just because your payment is fixed. Second, know your timeline and prepare for the 12th month. For Columbia Gas, that annual settle-up happens in May. For the city of Salem, it's September. Just know your month. And third, remember that these plans require consistency. Late payments or simply failing to pay can result in you being immediately removed from the program, causing the full balance to become due all at once. Nobody wants that. And this brings us to a super important professional disclaimer. Because Virginia's utilities operate in a highly regulated environment, their policies, their rate structures, and their specific eligibility rules are definitely subject to change over time. It is absolutely vital that you always verify the specific details of your plan directly with your personal utility provider before making any financial decisions.
So, we've covered the mechanisms, the differences between fixed and rolling plans, and exactly how you can apply and manage your accounts. The only thing left now is action. Are you ready to take control of your cash flow and banish those unpredictable utility bills forever? Grab your latest statement, check your eligibility online right now, and take that first step toward financial predictability today. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.